question, how many hours of sleep do you really need? I think that's like the $1,000,000 question, right? Everybody wants to know, how many hours of sleep do I need? And a lot of times the people that are asking that question is because they're trying to get the minimal amount of sleep they can get, right? So thing is, research can't tell you. I mean, not that they can't. Research will tell you everything. They'll say, oh, you only need 4 hours. Some research tells you you need 7 hours of sleep. Some research will tell you you need 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours. I mean, you can go through PubMed and you can just find research trying to back up every single hour, right? So then you're back to the same question. How many hours of sleep do you really need? How many hours of sleep does a body need, right? I don't know the answer either. I'm not here to tell you the answer. I'm here to help you, guide you to determine that answer for yourself. Everybody's body is different. I will say, in our clinic, we typically tell patients that they need to sleep between 7 to 8 hours, right? 7 to 8 hours. Is that for you? I don't know. Some people are saying, oh, I've been sleeping only 4 hours a day, 4 hours a night, and I've been doing that for 20 years, and I feel great, right? So that's another tool. Some people think, man, if I wake up feeling great, then that means I got enough sleep, right? And that usually is the case. But is that the best indicator of how many hours of sleep you need? Not necessarily, right? So point is, there's no right or wrong way. There is a right way for you, but your way may be wrong for someone else, right? You're probably wondering, man, Jimmy, you're just talking a bunch of BS, answer the question, how many hours of sleep do I need? Again, I don't know how many hours sleep you need. What I can tell you is here are some gauge that you can use to determine how many hours. I wouldn't typically go by how you feel, although after you have a good night's sleep, you should wake up feeling refreshed, energized. Because if you don't have that, then you definitely didn't get enough sleep, right? Because we all, or maybe you don't know, sleeping is the crucial time, the only time when your body's really self-healing. It's like self-cleaning itself. So if you're not sleeping good quality sleep, and we'll talk about that in later posts, but let's just talk about sleep hours in general. If you're not getting enough sleep, your body's not healing, period. So another thing, besides paying attention to, okay, how do you feel when you wake up? Right? Another thing that you can also look at is your health status, because we know that your sleep will dictate your health. So if your health is poor, that tells you you're not sleeping enough. I mean, is there other reasons why your health is poor? Yes, of course, but I'm just giving you some gauges. This is not the ultimate test. So if you are not healthy, then you are not getting enough sleep because your body's not healing. That's why you're not healthy. And the best way to get your body to self-heal is to sleep, okay? Now you got to determine what's health to you. That's a whole nother can of worms, right? But if you're taking medications on a consistent basis, you're not healthy. Why is that? Because you're dependent. Your body is dependent upon a pill, right? It's dependent upon a pill to maintain or sustain your health. That is not healthy. That is not God-given self-healing health, right? So that's one indication. If you are consistently on a pill, a medication to sustain your health, you're not healthy and you need more sleep, right? So that is one situation, right? It's not all the situations. You can go get your blood test. Do your blood test, come back and say, hey, your organs are functioning at optimal levels, right? That's another indicator. Are you getting enough sleep? Does it mean that if your blood labs are all within normal range that you're getting enough sleep? No, it doesn't. But it could indicate that, hey, you need more sleep, right? So you need to track. I mean, you don't need. The option is you can track your sleep. Track your sleep. How many hours? Just continuous hours, right? Continuous hours is the key. Again, we're not talking about quality of sleep here. We'll talk about that in another post. So quality is, we're talking about hours of sleep. So if you're taking any medication consistently, even if it's not every day, you're taking it every other day, you need more sleep. If your blood labs come back abnormal, you need more sleep. right? If your other tests come back abnormal, you need more sleep. If you have metabolic syndrome, diabetes, high cholesterol, hypertension, GI problems, thyroid problems, you need more sleep, right? So those are indicators. The more diseases that you've been labeled with, the more sleep you need, right? So hopefully that helps. I want you to comment below, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?